from you.
I never
Are
received
you
the truck,
serious?
and that's when I filed the court case.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
You're lying out your ass, mister.
Okay, please don't talk like that.
I
This is a courtroom.
apologize. I apologize.
Hello.
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 All right, we're here in 25S000100. We have the plaintiff David Luizel present, and we have defendant Ricardo Browning present as well. However, is it Richard or Ricardo?
It's Richard.
That's weird. In our system, there's an O added to the end of it. So Richard Browning. So I see that both parties are present. However, Mr. Luizel, you did not file documentation for proof of service that you served Mr. Browning.
I was served 8:45 last night, Your Honor.
Yeah, it wasn't until yesterday. I haven't been able to find him, Your Honor. It's every time it's been, and it wasn't him that hit me either. It was somebody else driving
I'm
his
sorry,
car.
I'm just here to talk about procedural stuff.
Okay, all right.
So Mr. Browning is here. He said he was served, so I don't quite understand your statement that you're unable to find him if he is here. You do need to file proof of service with the court. That is a document that you need to download off the court and you need to file with us. So that's what we need to proceed. And also, sir, if Mr. Browning is not the correct individual that you could obtain money from, it would be upsetting if we went through this whole process only for me to have to dismiss it when we get to trial because he's not the right individual that you should be suing for money.
I don't know the man's name. He was in, the guy that hit me said that he was a off-duty police officer and that he was studying to be a cop, and I didn't call the police when I got hit. I went home.
So you don't know who actually hit you, sir? So how did you come up with Mr. Browning?
I don't know the man's name.
Mr. Browning, do you know who Mr. Luizel is?
Your Honor, I sued Mr. Luizel 2 months ago because I paid for a vehicle and he didn't receive it. The judge gave me a ruling on it. He asked it to go through court again and he didn't show. And now I'm hearing this. I've never heard of any wreck, or I don't know anything about what he's talking about. This is the first I've heard about it. Since he got a judgment against him for not paying me, giving me the vehicle, I haven't heard anything until now. I'm just this last night.
Mr. Luizel, is Mr. Browning the individual who hit your car?
No, he's not the individual that hit me. He was in his vehicle that hit me.
No.
Yeah, that's just what I've been told. I don't even know.
So you don't actually know, because if we go forward with the trial and it turns out that Mr. Browning has nothing to do with this, that would be an extreme waste of judicial resources.
It was not him driving. It was somebody else driving the car.
Mr. Browning, do you know who was driving the car that hit Mr. Luizel?
No, I don't have a car. I have trucks.
That's not my question.
It was a white truck that hit me.
You just said a car.
Okay, well, regardless, Mr. Browning, I am asking you right now, are you aware of Mr. Luizel, an individual that hit him in a truck or a car?
Absolutely not, Your Honor. No, not at all.
He took me to court for the accident, Your Honor.
This is the first I've heard of it.
He took me to court for the accident that happened. That's what, and I had missed the court because I couldn't get my phone to go on the Zoom. I wrote a letter to the judge, but they sent it to my address to where my house burned down. I wasn't living there.
Okay. Well,
Your Honor, the case that I filed against him was not for a wreck. It was because I paid for a vehicle that he never gave me.
No,
and that's why I sued him for it. If you look at the court documents, I paid for a vehicle. He never paid me for it, and that's what I got the judgment for. It had nothing to do with no wreck.
Hey guys, thank you. 1 second, please. 1 second.
I don't know anything about buying a vehicle from me.
Okay.
I got hit.
Thank you. Do you have your case number, Mr. Browning? The old one?
No, I missed the court date.
No, I don't, Your Honor. That was a few months ago. When I got the judgment, I don't have that information in front of me.
What are you talking about? I can't believe this.
It's the last judgment. The last time I went to court on this was I filed for the suit. He didn't show. Then he asked the judge to give him
Okay.
another option. He didn't show up for that. The judge said it was finalized.
I didn't know anything about the other
If
option. I
both
had
parties
no
could just
idea.
stop talking for a second, I'm just trying
Yes,
to
ma'am.
figure
I
out.
apologize.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on because I will not preside over a case where Mr. Loisel is filing a claim and saying that he is not even aware if this is the right individual to be suing, and then the defendant, Mr. Browning, telling me I'm not the right person to be suing. That just seems like such a waste of judicial resources.
I understand.
Mr. Clerk, were you able to find the other matter? Yeah. Yes, please. 24S212. Okay, thank
I
you.
don't know what he's talking. He didn't buy a truck.
All right, let me pull this up.
I can just say I bought his car.
He's lying to me.
Okay, I
He's
can hear
lying.
everything. If everyone could just please
Oh.
mute
Oh,
if
I'm
they want to
sorry. I'm
talk about
sorry.
stuff behind
I'm sorry.
for a Ford Ranger pickup. Okay. I just think the other matter is completely distinct from this one. Mr. Loisel, is Mr. Browning the right person to be suing? Because if he is not the individual who was driving or who hit you, why are we going to trial on this?
He took me to court for it because I kept asking him the guy's name that was driving his truck, and that's when he sent me to court for the accident. And he wouldn't give me the guy's name that was driving it. It was Mr. Browning's truck that rear-ended me, but it was a young man that was driving it. But he said he was a off-duty police officer or
Okay,
something.
I heard that, sir. I'm not talking
Yeah,
about
it
that.
was
Okay,
just-
so you will be able to prove that it was Mr. Browning's truck that hit you.
Yeah, that's who sued me. Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm talking about, Mr. Loisel.
Yeah.
If we go to trial on this, you will be able to prove that it was Mr. Browning's truck that hit you.
I don't, yeah, because he's the one that took me to court. Yeah. He took me to court for the accident.
No, he didn't. He took you to court to get for a truck.
I don't know nothing about that. That's something that I've never heard of. I don't know anything about buying a truck. And that's somebody lying. Nobody bought a truck from me.
Deal was for merch digs and track for a Ford Ranger pickup. I can't really read your writing, Mr. Browning.
I've
Deal
never
with
owned a Ford Ranger.
merchandise in truck for a Ford Ranger pickup. Is that what it says?
It says he was given merchandise in trade for a truck.
Okay.
No.
He received all the merchandise, truckloads of it, and then when it came
What are
time
you
to get the
talking-
truck, he had every
I
excuse
bought
why I
all
couldn't
that
pick it
stuff
up.
from you.
I never
Are
received
you
the truck,
serious?
and that's when I filed the court case.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
You're lying out your ass, mister.
Okay, please don't talk like that.
I
This is the courtroom.
apologize. I apologize.
All right. I cannot set this
lying.
for trial yet, Mr.
This is
Loisel, because
ridiculous.
you did not submit an affidavit of service. We will set this over for 2 weeks until the 30th, July 30th. In that time, sir, you must file an affidavit of service or else this case will be dismissed.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have until July 30th, Mr. Browning, Mr. Loisel. We will be present at 11:30 in this courtroom, July 30th. On that date, Mr. Loisel, I must have an affidavit or a proof of service filed with the court so that we may proceed, okay?
And can I come in person, like in the courtroom?
There is no personal courtroom. This is via Zoom right now,
Oh.
sir.
Okay. All right then.
Okay,
Um,
please file that documentation. I will see everyone back on the 30th
Okay.
at
Let me write
11:30
that down
a.m.
one more time. Can you give me the name of what I have to file for?
Proof of service or affidavit of service.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. See you on the 30th, both parties.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, if we could just call in then, thank you for finding that case. Let's call in Alvarez.